am so glad I caught that on video because I about busted my stuff. So you see, this is an M hole, so I couldn't get it right. It sits on the bumpers. It sits on the bumpers, the bunks. It sits on the wood bunks underneath here, and I just couldn't get them centered. I couldn't get the back part of the bunks centered. So see, that's how it's supposed to sit. So we're gonna button it up. It's not recommended to drive it home, but we're only going home 4 minutes. So we're buttoning it up and taking it home as is. And then if you're going really far, it's not recommended to travel with the canvas because you're gonna break these off. You see, I already had to epoxy a couple of them down. This is why you need sacrificial zinc on your motors also. See, this is sacrificial zinc. When they say you need your zinc plates worn out, there's some of these right here, some of these inside the motor, because this will, it'll sacrifice your sacrificial zinc and eat this instead of eating anything else in your motor. So that's why if they tell you you need your zinc plates replaced, I think this motor right here got 7 zinc plates. Don't forget your back straps. Make sure your cable's tight. Push the boat up. Make sure it's not going to fall backwards. These, if it does slide backwards, make sure it catches, and they go on your back straps. Every boat should have them. All right, so those are locked in place. The motor is up. Do not drive with your motor down. One thing I did wrong is this is supposed to be locked in drive, so I do got to unbutton it right here to put the shifter in drive. Every time before you leave, make sure everything is locked and tight. Make sure everything is locked and tight. Nothing's moving anywhere. Locked in place, so it's not going to be spinning. Motor's tilted up. Locks are on. I always double check everything. Now see how this is already drying out. Now this is going to be a nightmare to remove. The pressure washer will get it, but you see how when it's wet with the VS721, it just slides right off. We're ready to go. Let me give my honey a kiss for helping me and watch this video because I almost busted my stuff. Remember, it is not recommended to travel with this top on. This will break off. All your pillows and cushions will be gone. It's recommended to have the boat empty, not even shrink wrapped, because if you're shrink wrapping down the road and you're driving, if the shrink wrap breaks and you got a long way to go, it's going to slap your boat the whole time. The best way to travel with your boat, if you have to, is take everything off of it and take everything out of it. I'm only going 4 minutes. That's why we're going with this. My hair is all a mess as I'm editing this video. When I say it's not recommended to travel with everything like that, we travel with our boat shrink wrapped from Cabela's to here. Cabela's shrink wraps our boat for us. So it's about, it's on side streets. I mean, Indianapolis Boulevard is one of the main streets that we take all the way from basically Cabela's to our house. So it's 35 miles an hour. So that's where we drive from Cabela's to here to put the boat in the water. That's where we drive shrink wrap. If you're bringing a boat from a different state, it's not recommended to have it shrink wrapped going, 70 miles an hour down the road with the boat shrink wrap. They say it's better just to have everything off and out of it and just have the shell that you're kind of pulling down the road. All right, so I wanted to clear that up. A lot of people travel with the seats and everything on there when they're going to the marina here and there, back and forth. I don't even trust that. If I don't get my boat buttoned up, I take all the cushions out of my boat because, if the wind catches them, your seats could fly out. All right, I just wanted to clear that up.